What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. Had a ton of fun at Scram Speed yesterday, putting the beater on the dyno. Yes, I am the only one dumb enough to put a V6 Mustang on the dyno. However, all that has been handled and taken care of, but today, excuse me, we are headed to PRI. I was going to do some filming when I left this morning, but it was so dark that you wouldn't have been able to see it anyway, so I just didn't even bother. But the sun is finally coming up, as you can kind of see, and right now I am headed due east to Indianapolis for the PRI-show. Today is going to be ridiculous, and trust me, you're going to love it. So what I'm looking for is tons of new parts and products and companies and stuff that are going to be making you know, cool stuff for your build, and you know, innovating and upgrading their products, stuff like that. So that is the plan today. Got about 2-hour drive to downtown Indy, then I gotta find parking and then get into this crazy place. So it's gonna be a wild day, but I'm taking you along for the ride, so let's get it rocking. Alright guys, so I definitely apologize for the wind, but we have landed. Had to park about 3 miles away, so I got a long, really cold walk here in downtown Indianapolis, but did make it, and probably going to be like $100 bill for parking, but whatever, part of the game. But we are in downtown Indy, super excited to be here for PRI, and as long as I survive this walk without getting any frostbite, we'll be in good shape. So let's get this party started. So our official first stop here at the PRI show, we had to stop by and see our buddies Tom and Brian over at Stiflers. So we are in the Stiflers booth. We got Brian over here, Tom over here, and so we were talking last week before PRI, and they were telling me they've got some serious Coyote swap solutions. So Tom, what are we talking about as far as if you're running like the 6R80?
Well, if you go with a 6R80 universal, with a 6R80 kit, you get the mount for the 6R80 trans with a cross member. Bolts right into 79 to 04.
Nice. And we were actually talking a little bit about this earlier. This thing has a ton of adjustability, depending on how you put your Coyote in. If you drop the engine down, if you want to raise it up, if you want to play with the pinion angle, whatever you want to do, this thing is awesome. Because everything's custom when you're doing the swap, so however you want to set it up. And then like if we're running like a stick shift, we've got, because my car is going to have the A5 in it, that would be this one.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got this, and it's a direct bolt-in application cable that the guy would go ahead and just use the existing mounts that you know, Ford welded in at the factory, and it's got the proper setback. All of our cross members come with some shims, so a guy can adjust his pinion angle correctly. We got spacers here, so you can move the spacers around back and forth. And
so basically, like if you do a T56 or you know NT82, any one of those manual transmissions, you're going to be able to get that adjustability out.
Exactly.
And that's the thing too with these Coyote swaps, people are running all kinds of different transmissions in it. So trust me when I say when you're putting it in, you're going to want that adjustability. But anyway, Brian, good to see you, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Tom, good to see you again. And stop by Stiflers.com, check out their stuff. They got a ton of different chassis and suspension components. and I'm looking forward to putting some of those on our project. So, good stuff. So one of my main objectives of coming to PRI was I got to figure out a cooling solution for the Coyote and get the car, make sure it keeps it plenty cool, that doesn't have too much amp draw, stuff like that. So I've got Bob here with CG Cooling, and Bob, you are a cooling expert, correct?
I'm supposed to be as cool as you can get.
All right, so we're putting this Coyote in the 92 Mustang. As far as a basic cooling thing set up, what would be your recommendations for something mid 400 horsepower?
Anywhere in that 400 range, a 16-inch fan, around 2,000 to 3,000 CFM is about what you need.
Okay.
So I can show you kind of.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
This is the NASCAR spec radiator.
Okay.
So this is exactly what they run in the Xfinity and Craftsman truck series, or Camping World truck series.
Okay.
So this is a 16-inch fan. This fan moves about 2,500 CFM. This radiator is a little different, and this will be interesting for your viewers too, because this is the radiator. Mm-hmm. This is actually the engine oil cooler.
Oh wow, that is a big oil cooler. You see my finger on it? That's huge.
That's just the oil cooler for it. The radiator's back here.
Wow. Okay.
And then this radiator is what you'd see like on a Shelby Cobra. Mm-hmm. This could be kind of like the getup you do on your Fox body. So one of these 16-inch fans.
Now about these brackets, is this like a custom deal?
We
or
just have
this...
the radiator guys make those. That way it's done. It's the right way to do it.
Gotcha.
To install and mount everything.
Gotcha. I've got like a big, it's like a 3-core Champion radiator.
Yep.
And I noticed like my stock flush fan was like having a hard time pulling air because it was that big and car like that. So you're saying like the 16-inch, the puller, like
this one would be the perfect one. This one's our regular high performance. This is the one we use in racing. So if you had a really high horsepower car, we use this. It's got a vented motor.
Okay.
And that allows the electric motor to stay cooler. So
wow, that's neat. Okay, that's gonna move some air. Wow.
Yeah. This is the regular 16-inch. It moves about 20% less air. But this fan has a life of about 10,000 hours, which is equivalent to about 250,000 miles in a car.
Okay, so it's going to last pretty much forever.
Well, we sell to Mercedes-Benz and Volvo and Arctic Cat.
Nice.
So we're an OEM manufacturer.
Okay.
We also have a really cool thing, the Smart Fan. What it does is it's got all the controls built in, so you don't need any extra relays, switches, or anything. You have a cooling sensor you put in your motor, and then when the car gets 150 degrees, the fan will turn on at 50%, and then as the engine starts getting hotter, especially like in turbo cars and things, the fan will increase in speed up to 100% at 200 degrees.
Wow.
And then it has a manual input for a toggle switch, or if you have air conditioning, you can turn on to 100% when your air conditioning is on, and has an output to drive a second fan. Gotcha. So it's really easy to wire. You have power, ground, and ignition for enable, and then sensor.
Okay. So I am running air conditioning in this car. Is that as far as and then I'm using the Ford Racing control package to control the engine and all that. Is that something where I would use this, or would I just hook in through the control
You can use the Ford thing to control it. Usually what you want to do is get the air moving across the condenser. It's going to reduce the head pressure on the compressor to make your AC cooler and make your car cooler in the summertime for you inside.
Right. Yeah, because it's kind of weird, because we're doing the Coyote, which is kind of custom, and I've got AC on it as well. It's just, my thing was I wanted to make sure the car stays cool because we're going to be going to places like Myrtle Beach. It's going to be hot when we take it. So, cool, man. I really appreciate you let me check these out, and it's GC. I don't know why I had GC in my head, or CG in my head, but anyway,
okay, don't worry about it.
Check them out. What's the website?
GCcooling.com. And all of our products are available online to purchase.
Okay. Super nice stuff. But Bob, I appreciate you letting me check it out.
Thanks,
and we'll keep that Coyote cool. walking around and I actually ended up running into a good old friend of mine, Tim.
What's up?
What's going on, dude? So if you're on the Facebook page and you've won, you've seen the contest that we've done with the giveaways, the hats, the hoodies, and all that kind of stuff. This is a guy that made that possible. We've been working together and doing some cool stuff with AFR. So shout out to those guys. But Tim, what do you got out here, dude? I see you got a bunch of heads and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, for the Fox body, from our 220s down to the 165s.
Okay.
And then I know a few of you guys on Foxcast have been rocking our big block Fords in some of those cars. Loving all the support, trying to do as much as we can. With Caleb and the Foxcast. Really love everything you guys are doing out there.
Thanks, brother.
So, any questions you guys may have, let me know.
Yep.
You want us to come back to another podcast?
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing. My next build, we're gonna do probably like a 331 or something. So we're gonna do like the 185s. It's gonna be EFI. So I'm definitely have to see you there. Oh, I see a Foxcast hat. Who could that be?
Oh man, we gotta get him in the video with us.
Definitely. But so that's what we're gonna do on the next build. It's gonna be a 331, 185s, Ed Curtis cams, all that good stuff. But I saw you had something about I gotta check those out. We'll just kind of weave in and out of all the pretty new cylinder heads. They're almost too pretty to bolt on,
You kind of want to drool right over them, right?
I know, right?
It up. It's like Christmas all over again. Although Christmas is coming up, maybe we need another set of heads.
Yeah, definitely. I need them, man. Those are sweet. But those are the AFR valve covers over there. Those will top off very nicely. But anyway, Tim, it was an honor to meet you again, dude.
Always glad hanging out.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
So it doesn't matter what they've got the LS stuff, they've got small block Chevy stuff, but most importantly, they got the small block Ford stuff and best heads on the market. So shout out to Tim. We're going to start doing those giveaways again, right?
Definitely.
We need to get back on schedule of that. He's busy, I'm busy, so we've been slacking, but we're definitely going to do some more of that.
All right, you guys take care.
All right. Walking by, and I had to stop by and check out the Forgeline booth. They have a carbon fiber wheel, and the thing weighs, I don't know, what's the weight of this carbon fiber wheel?
What's the weight?
Yeah,
like 20 by 11 is 16 pounds.
So 16 pounds, and they're how much is that?
They're $15,000.
But anyway, so like I said, this is David from Forgeline, and we definitely had to check these wheels out. So David, kind of walk us through a 6-pound carbon fiber wheel.
All right, so instead of making the entire wheel carbon fiber like you see on a Ford Mustang, we have a different process. We have a carbon fiber aluminum barrel, and then we machine the forged aluminum center for the center part, pull it into titanium bolts. That gives us the flexibility to make it for any car you want. It gives you the flexibility to have colors, different styles, all that type of stuff. It makes it a little more versatile than just like one piece.
So we've got forged center and then the barrel is all
correct. And if you compared this carbon, just the rim shell, to its aluminum equivalent, is 42% lighter.
Wow.
And you're saving that weight
amazing.
On the most, the biggest circumference of the wheel, so it's going to affect the rotational inertia.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now, do you lose any of the strength, or do you gain strength, or is it about the same?
It's about the same, but on impact performance, to a certain point, the carbon will hold up actually better.
Wow, that is amazing.
It's a really nice piece. They're very, very incredibly very low tolerance, and they're very straight wheels.
All right, so for the guys that maybe are in the market for $15,000 wheels, you got a bunch of other wheels here. What else do you got over here?
So we make one-piece monoblock wheels, which are milled out of a 110-pound forging, and down, sometimes down to like 18, 19 pounds.
Wow.
Lots of different styles and colors. Everything's custom built.
That matte red is phenomenal.
That's very cool. And that's a powder. It almost looks like an anodized finish, but it's a powder coated finish.
It does.
And then we make 3-piece wheels as well, which consists of an inner and an outer and a center. which are highly customizable because you can customize each part of that.
Yeah, so you can pretty much do like, and do you do like a lot of the custom orders as well, or?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Everything is custom.
Every single set of wheels is built to whoever's specification.
Wow. So yeah, I might have to get a little crazy picking out some wheels for the build.
a lot of decisions to make.
So what is popular like right now? I know a lot of I see a lot of this bronze finish.
Bronze is very popular, and then the transparent colors like the transparent red. And
Okay.
This is transparent red with the matte clear that gives it that really cool translucent
That
effect.
is crazy. I gotta touch it again. It makes it real when you touch it.
It's just open lug treatment we did on all of our race wheels. It enables the guys to remove the lug dust during the pit stop much quicker.
Okay.
It also makes the wheel considerably lighter. It's been very popular on the race cars, but now people want them on the street cars. So we're introducing that option into a lot of our street cars.
Wild colors. Love the designs. This one's really nice. And made in the USA.
There you go.
That's
100% made in the USA. All the material comes from the US. It's all manufactured in the US.
See, that's a win-win. You got a forged wheel made in the USA. You can customize it any way you want. So, David, I appreciate it, dude. Awesome wheels. So, maybe one day I can afford some of those carbon fibers. I don't know. Or maybe you can hook me up. Deal or something. Non-Fox body content on here, which maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, but this thing right here is ridiculous, and I had to show it off real quick. This is a Factory 5. It's called a Gen 3 Coupe. Fully built. Got the illuminator. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I decided to take a quick break and just kind of rest the feet a little bit, and had to do it in quite possibly the best booth here at PRI, which is of course the Ford Racing booth, surrounded by Coyotes and cool Gen 3 Mark something or other Factory 5 builds with Coyotes. So yeah, definitely needed a break. Alright guys, so I promised you I would bring you any and all Coyote updates I could possibly find, and we stopped over here in the comp slash DCI slash everything booth, and we stumbled on this. Actually, Dre drugged me over here, Jay Meister Motorsports. But anyway, this is Mark. Mark, how's it going? Awesome. Mark is with Comp, and he directed me to this. Just kind of like run through this, because this is kind of interesting.
Yeah, so basically what this package you see here is designed to do is for exactly what it says, engine transplant kits for the Ford Coyote platform. So what we've done is we've utilized our new XFI Sportsman EFI box in conjunction with our VTC controller, which is our valve timing control system for the Coyote engine, and also our XIM box, which we've had for a while, that is good for controlling all the ignition, like coil unplug stuff and everything like that. Coupled it with a cable-style throttle body, so you don't have to do the whole pedal assembly and everything like that, the Ford pedal assembly. And this setup here is designed to put a Coyote in whatever you want. Okay. It will do boost, it will do nitrous, it'll do normally aspirated, it'll do all the different stuff. And it makes the job really simple. It comes with all the wiring harness. Wow. Everything's pretty much plug and play, power and ground to the battery and a switch to power, and you're ready to rock and roll. The XFI Sportsman also has lots of extra add-ons that you can control, fans, lots of extra inputs and outputs and stuff like that on it as well.
So you just hook like the engine harness up to
it? Yeah, basically it has a main harness. This obviously plugs right into the box, goes to all your injectors, your sensors. This also has a harness that will plug into, so everything just basically plugs into itself. So you don't have to be a wiring engineer or technician to do it. It's all pretty much plug and play, really simple. Like I said, a cable style throttle body. So you use literally your stock pedal in a Fox or something like that, and just hook it up. It's very similar, really, to all the cable style, like an LS or whatever. I know that's a bad word when it comes to
yeah, definitely.
But it's the same style of aftermarket type throttle body that works easily with any cable.
Very nice. Yeah, this was like I had kind of heard of this, but I kind of hadn't, and Mark kind of ran me through this. This is super cool. This is a really good option. You know, just depending on how you want to build the car, if you want to stick with a cable, if you want to totally eliminate the control pad, and it also gives you the tunability like with any fast, basically. Okay.
You can control the cam timing and a lot of kind of stuff. So you don't have to modify the cam phasers or anything like that. So you can just put it right onto a stock Coyote, not touch the engine, and it will work. I mean, obviously then you put cams in it and do other stuff if you choose to do that. But yeah, it will plug right in.
It'll fire right up with if it's just like a stock.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously got to put a base program in it, but if you're not sure how to do that, we can supply a base program for you. And obviously plug in it with a laptop, and it's a fully tunable system. So like I said, whether it's boost application, normally aspirated wheel, nitrous control, all that kind of stuff is all there. So.
That is awesome. Good deal. Mark, I appreciate it. That's a super cool option.
And it is shipping now. So it's on the shelf, it's ready to go. So if anybody wants to do it, it's ready to go.
Do we just go to fuelairSpark.com?
Yep, fuelairSpark.com.
Okay.
And all the information is available. If not, just give us a call on our 1-800-CAM helpline, and we can help you out with that as well.
Fantastic. That's a cool option. I'm gonna need to look into that. So that's going to be pretty much a wrap today for PRI. I've walked about 35 miles and I am smoked. Still got 2.5 hour drive to get back. But PRI was a total success. Lots of cool stuff to see. Definitely recommend coming out if you've never been there. But hopefully if you haven't been, you enjoyed getting to kind of see behind the scenes. So I'm going to start that drive. Actually, I got a 5-mile walk first. But in the meantime, give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I'll check back with you tomorrow. Later.